Hi, Phil Hundl here with a quick project alert. This is in Montgomery County. This is Old Conroe Road, TxDOT. This has been a TxDOT project, or at least on their project list for a while. And it looks like things are beginning to become active. As we've seen with many TxDOT projects, landowners will get contacted a year, 2 years, 3 years for surveying or survey access, and then the next thing you know, the landowners don't hear anything for a while, and then all of a sudden the project is back on. TxDOT is, or their right-of-way acquisition agents are more active on the project. And so that's what's happening with the Old Conroe Road expansion. And this project is the widening from essentially 1480. I'm going to pull it up, and I'm going to link this also in at the blog, but at 1488, and then it runs all the way up to the end of the project, which is I call it loop 336. This area, if you've been in this area anytime in the last several years, traffic congestion is incredible. And so therefore, a lot of these roads are being expanded, lots of subdivisions going in. And this is one of the particular projects that is going to be happening. What are they doing? They're once again increasing the lanes or adding lanes. All this, if you're a property owner along Old Conroe Road, then you very well will probably be affected on both sides. Now, these roads will sometimes be, more will be added to one side as opposed to the other, but they typically are going to affect both sides of the road, especially this type of expansion. What are things that you need to do as a landowner to be thinking about is, do you have any improvements that are going to be in their acquisition area? Oftentimes we'll see folks with sprinkler systems to, frankly, sometimes even water wells that were placed years ago near the front of the property. Those can be affected. Also, we look at, obviously, entrances, fencing, driveways, all those things very well could be affected as this road gets expanded. So those are things that you need to begin to be thinking about and taking into consideration. Also very important, where your curb cut or driveway will be allowed. Sometimes those aren't allowed at particular, or where you exactly want it to be. So that's very important to know that. And then also to know where the different crossovers will be and things like that, and how that's going to affect you and your traveling on the roads. Very important, once again, project alert, Old Conroe Road in Montgomery County. If you're along that road, this very well could affect you. What should you be doing? Learning more about the project, getting more of the specifics and details, because in the past, a lot of times it's just a kind of a big overview of it, but not the details. So you need to know the details, and then you need to visit with an attorney that handles eminent domain condemnation proceedings so that you can better understand your rights as a landowner and their obligations as a condemnor. Thanks.